You are welcome on this channel, dear friends. All of you are enjoying this series of discussion. Many topics have been discussed, and many are to be discussed. I am happy that all of you are satisfied with whatever is being discussed here. I am receiving questions and I am trying to make it clear as far as possible. In this series of discussion, today's video or today's address is based on argument. The theme of our discussion today is argument. By most of the awakened people of the world, it has been established that we are very much busy in non-essential things. Throughout our lives, we devote much of our time in non-essential things because we don't have the quality to discriminate between essential and non-essential. And that is the reason we get into non-essential things, which is a thick and vast jungle of confusion and darkness. And if you take those 99% non-essential things, because essential things are only 1%. First, you have to learn the art of discriminating between essential and non-essential. This precaution should be taken. It has been advised by Lord Mahavira and Lord Buddha. Buddha didn't involve himself into the discussion of non-essential things. So, first thing that we have not to involve ourselves in non-essential things. Non-essential things is such a big world that what to talk of one life, even thousands of life will be devoured by the discussion for non-essential things. Buddha has given instruction to the people of his time that don't ask some kinds of questions. It was prohibited by Lord Buddha. Don't ask such questions. He has given a list, don't ask it, please. Because those questions were related to the non-essential world. So, dear friends, the first thing that we have to have this quality of discrimination. We must have this quality of discriminating between essential and non-essential things. And then we can discuss essential things because that is very much essential. I'll quote some instance. What we do actually in our families, and most of us do like that. Suppose a child asks his father, I want to go out for playing. All fathers are in the habit of saying no to their children. They cannot allow their children. If they are demanding right things also, they will not be allowed. They will be negated. And when the child knows how great the patience of their father is, then they starts crying. They start tramping the feet, throwing the toys, tearing the books. And then after some time, father allows, well, now you can go out to play. The demand of the child was not wrong. It should have been accepted in the beginning, and the father would have saved himself from being disturbed by his annoyance, by his negative reply, and ultimately he was to allow the child. This could have been saved. The situation should not be allowed to come. But the base of entire upbringing is quarrelsome and argumentative. We argue. But the philosophy or the people, awakened people say that if it can be avoided, avoid it. You say things which is very essential. You don't say non-essential things to anybody. If it is essential, say it, stand for it. If it is non-essential, then don't utter the word. Because in fact, except words, what brings trouble to us? It is the words which bring trouble to every individual. So words should be used very cautiously. Non-essential things should be avoided. Without being compromised, you should say essential things, because essential things have great importance, value, utility in life. So that cannot be avoided. But non-essential things create fighting, argument, and many things. And such argument is useless, wasting the time, energy, and everything in the relation. So the second example you can have in your mind, that suppose you say something to your wife, and all of a sudden the wife jumps up and she starts crying, shrieking, sobbing and sighing, and the whole situation becomes quite noisy and full of fight and all. Unnecessary argument takes place. Here also, you should have taken precaution. If you would not have uttered that single word which triggers the wife's sentiment, the situation would not have come in this form. So everywhere we are doing the same thing. Say the essential because it is needed, and don't say to anyone which is not essential. If you take this much precaution in your life, I think the argument will not take place. Without being argumentative, you can enjoy your life. Either you are in the family or you are anywhere. So avoid non-essential things and say essential things, and with that, you try to enjoy your life. Thank you very much, dear friends.